pushing papers till it's 5. Just a ghost inside a suit, doing time to stay alive. I got a quiet little apartment, pay my taxes on the dot, but there's a 30-year vacuum in the mind that I forgot. Nothing exists before the day I turn 25. Just woke up in a clinic, glad to be alive. No records, no trauma, no doctor could explain. Just a blank slate walking in the pouring rain. For 10 long years I've been polite, I've been meek, letting everybody push me, turning the other cheek. Saying sorry to the boss when he yells into my face, taking every piece of garbage, hiding in my place. But there's a phantom in my chest, a shadow in my head, whispering that this identity is completely dead. I look into the mirror and I don't know who I see. This quiet, fragile man doesn't feel like me. Then the lightning finally hit, the dam began to break. A flood of buried memories kept me wide awake. Every missing piece came crashing through the door, and I realized who I was before the mental war. I used to be a take no shit, stone cold motherfucker, a dangerous, wild, absolute throat crusher. And I've been living like a bitch, playing nice and taking blows. But the king is back in town and the playground's closed. It all came rushing back when I stepped into the street. A specific smell of gasoline and asphalt in the heat. The curtain pulled right open and the horror was revealed. The blood upon my knuckles and the fate that I had sealed. I wasn't some accountant, I wasn't born to hide. I was the baddest enforcer on the city's dark side. A silver-tongued devil with a heavy iron fist, the kind of man whose name is on a government list. I remember the betrayal, the ambush in the dark. The pipe across my skull left a permanent mark. They left me for dead, thought they wiped the slate clean. Turned a tiger to a house cat, gentle and serene. They made me forget so I would never track them down. Made me live a boring life in a boring little town. For 10 years I've been smiling, bowing down to lesser men, spilling coffee on my tie again and again. Oh, the horror of the truth, the nightmare of the past. But the joke is on them, 'cause the fog is gone at last. Look at what they turned me to, a coward in a cage, feeding me apologies, suppressing all my rage. I've been swallowing my pride, letting peasants take the crown. But the fuse is finally lit and the walls are coming down. I walked into the office just an hour ago today. The manager started yelling in his usual ugly way. He pointed his finger, called me lazy and slow, but I didn't shake a stammer, didn't put on a show. I grabbed him by his collar, slammed him flat against the wall, looked him dead in the eyes, watched his confidence fall. I whispered, "That's the last time you talk down to me. The old man is dead and the beast is set free." Now I'm packing up my duffel, clearing out the drawer. No more Mr. Nice Guy, no more hiding from the war. I'm hunting down the bastards who put me in to sleep, the ones who took my history and made me play the sheep. They thought they cured the monster, thought they won the game, but I remember every face and I remember every name. No more living like a bitch, no more playing neat to take no shit. Motherfuckers back on the street, 'cause the lightning finally hit, the dam began to break. A flood of buried memories kept me wide awake. Every missing piece came crashing through the door, and I realized who I was before the mental war. I used to be a take no shit, stone cold motherfucker, a back in town, and the playground's closed. 10 years of saying yes, sir. 10 years of taking the blame. What a horrible nightmare. But I know my real name. Lock the doors, boys. The bitch is gone.